Hey everybody, it's Mike, and I want to send you all a quick message this morning to give you some details and a couple quick updates about the Reaper 30K. We've got just about a month left to go before the race, so I'm getting excited. Hope you guys are excited. So here are just a few quick updates if you don't want to read this entire long email. First of all, remember the location of the race is at Zilpo Campground at Cave Run Lake. That is technically in the town of Salt Lick, Kentucky, Bath County. So go to the website at nextopportunityevents.com, look at the Reaper 30K page. We've got maps there, we've got directions and addresses that you can plug into your GPS system to find directions to the campground. The race starts and finishes within the campground at the beach area. That's something that we're really excited about for this race, is that there's a nice sandy beach right on the edge of the lake, and that's where we're going to start and finish. So it's probably the coolest start-finish line of any race that we do. There's plenty of parking there. A couple other things about the campground. There are restrooms there. There are even showers there, but so you can plan accordingly for that if you do want to take advantage of the little bathhouse. There's also a store there with plenty of ice if you need to buy any supplies while you're there. So we're really excited about the awesome finish line that we've got for you at the Reaper 30K. One other note about the campground is that parking, while there are plenty of parking spaces, it's not free. So that was kind of one of the reasons we priced the race the way we did this year. It's so inexpensive because it's going to cost you a little bit to get into the campground. Right now it's $10. I'm working with them to see if we can get that lower for you. It might be $7, might be $5, maybe, but at most it'll be $10. That's what it is for everybody else. So you bring a $10 bill just so you can get into the campground. You'll be good to go. A couple things about food. Aid stations, if you've run a Next Opportunity race before, you kind of know how our aid stations go, what we'll have at them. It's just typical aid station stuff, right? A lot of carby type of candy, cookies, chips, pickles, and we'll have water and Sword. So if you don't know anything about Sword, it's our preferred hydration drink, a sponsor of ours. Go to drinksword.com to find out more about them, but that's what we're going to have at our aid stations. Now we'll also have basically another aid station at the finish line, but we're not doing an actual post-race meal. That is because we've got a food truck at the Reaper 30K. So bring some cash, or they'll take credit cards too. For Misfit Commissary, they're an awesome food truck out of Winchester, Kentucky. We run into them everywhere from Mount Sterling to Paris to Lexington. They're all over the place, and they do some great sandwiches. And as some of you might know, Brandy has a gluten allergy, so we've actually gone to their truck before, and he makes sandwiches for Brandy without the bun and some nice. So they're just an awesome food truck, and we're really excited to have them there. They've got great food, so you'll be really excited for that. So plan for that after the race. A couple other things. Let me mention about the course. Now, just keep in mind that you do have 4 aid stations on the course, and the course cutoff is 6.5 hours. We're giving you till about 2:30 p.m. that afternoon to finish the race. So 6.5 hours to get your 30K in. Again, that is 30K-ish. So you've got a couple of big climbs. You've got to climb at the very beginning of the race and at the very end of the race. So if you're worried about the cutoffs, please pace yourself accordingly. And remember what you've got coming up. Don't burn yourself out before you get to the very last climb, because it is right before the finish line. Because, that's how we do it if you've run one of our races before. Couple things about shirts and registration kind of thing. All of you, if you're watching this video, you're getting this because you've registered. But if you know anybody, if you have friends or family who are thinking about registering, everybody must register by October 1st to be guaranteed a t-shirt. If you register after October 1st, I can't guarantee that we'll have the right size for you or that we won't run out. So again, after October 1st, it's kind of just first come, first serve on t-shirts because that's when we're going to put in the order. So if I don't have, I don't know your size, or if I don't know the quantity of people that are going to register, I'm just going to have to estimate. So if you know anybody who's planning on signing up, make sure they do it before October 1st to guarantee that shirt. Also, if you do know anybody, we are going to have day of registration available, and but keep in mind also that online registration closes on Wednesday at midnight on Wednesday night before the race. I think that's the 18th of October. awards. If you've been following us on social media, I'm working on your awards. We've been making them. So that's the overall placer awards. Top 3 men and women overall get a special handmade award that we've been making for you, as well as our top overall, that's the first place, masters. That's 40 and up, male and female there. We're not doing any other age group awards. So stop asking. Let's see, what else do we have? Let me look at my notes. Last thing I want to mention is lodging. So the race takes place at Zilpo Campground. Those campsites, there's a lot of different campsites. There's just regular temp sites. They have little tent sites, and they have little cabins there as well. There's also RV and camper sites as well, but they're all walk up. So it's first come, first serve. So you cannot make reservations at Zilpo. There's another campground on the other side of the lake called Twin Knobs, and you can make reservations at that one. Check the website to find the phone number for that one, or you can just Google it, Twin Knobs Campground at Cave Run Lake. You can make reservations there. There's also a ton of hotels in nearby Mount Sterling and Moorhead, so just look for those. Moorhead's pretty booked up because Moorhead State University is having their homecoming that weekend. So unfortunately, we kind of screwed up in booking the weekend because a lot of the hotels are filled up. But look at Mount Sterling, Winchester, even Lexington. That's where Next Opportunity is based, out of Lexington. It's about an hour and a half drive to the start line from Lexington. So even if you have to stay in Lexington, it's not unbearable. Remember, start time for the race is 8 a.m. Cutoff for the race is 2:30 p.m. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reply to this email. Our email address is info@nextopportunityevents.com. If you need to shoot us a message at any time, you can also hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. The last two are @nextopevents. So I hope to see everyone on October 21st. I need to head out to the shop and start working on the next phase of the finishers or the placer awards. Your finisher awards are being ordered right now. I'm not going to give it away, but as always, we do awesome finisher awards. They're going to be customized just for this race. So look forward to those. You'll see them on race day. Bye.